Smiths, and the minute you're like James Dean, people instantly think that you're, you know, trying to follow in the footsteps, and you either want to be James Dean or you want to be Morrissey, wherever it may be. But with me, it was quite different because I loved their image, I loved the way they were, but I wanted to be me, I wanted to be an individual. But I just seen them as somebody to look up to. And with me, it got very obsessive in the way that my room was completely plastered with pictures of Morrissey. And to me, he was the perfect friend. He was the only person I could imagine that I could ever get on with, that I could ever give away all these secrets to and talk about myself.
I had no heroes at all, because they were only human, you know. So I didn't kind of look up to them and think they were God, you know. I thought, well, I can do that, and did. And once they saw things like saw you doing that, it's like, my God, you know, it's not just people on telly or people in magazines who do it. Anybody can do it.
It's like you've just come out of Rizzler for the day, done it?
You won't go and see it. I wanted to do something for me. Because look at me now, I'm nothing.
That's what punk is.
I play guitar now, but I play bass then, because that was the easiest one to play bass. You just put your finger there and take it off and you got a song, really, you know. It was just once to be on stage, you know, that was and jump around. And like, to be on stage, jump around, you have to play a guitar or get an instrument, really. Like, well, somebody has to, so that's what we did, just got guitars and like evolved into a group.
So they basically got off their asses and got involved and started doing things like making bands, like doing fanzines, like opening fashion stores, and created basically their own movement, which I think is probably the last and most exciting movement that's happened in this country. It's sort of reverted again, I think. You know, now you've got things like, I don't want to call any names, but people like Bros and Kylie Minogue and things that I think, again, are enforcing that thing of fan worship. And they don't leave the fans with anything of themselves, you know what I mean? You're always looking to this other person and not really trying to develop yourself, which is very important. It is very difficult if you don't have anything to aspire to or any examples to aspire to. And right now, I don't see a lot of that. You know, that's why I say sort of thank God for Acid House. It's one of the few rebellious things going on around at the moment.
Totally different to everything else. It's not like hip-hop, it's not like soul, but like I said, it is vast, it does cover a lot, you know. It's like, I've been through the phases and I've seen all sorts of different kinds of house, you know.
It has an almost addictive effect, you know.
It sure is.
Like magnetism, draws you in. Music, people,
The atmosphere, enjoying yourself, you're letting yourself go in there, you know, without no worries.
There's someone up here who's very scared about it. You know, like, why? What is there to be scared about a lot of people just wanting to dance? I mean, if they want to go and dance in a field, why the hell can't they?
Like the punk scene was happening in the 70s because I was part of it. Now, the 80s is the house music scene. And that's the only thing for youngsters to go out and have a good time.
That's right.
They don't have to take drugs, but the press is making it like they have to take drugs and get out of the house and all that
That's right.
Because they don't like youngsters to go and have a good time.
They don't like us enjoying themselves.
Because I'm not in there, innit? I sort of think, oh, it's just another one. But I can see how they're getting as much out of it that I did of punk in those days. And I think that once that stops, once any kind of cult stops being allowed to flourish when you're in your teens, then we're onto dodgy territory, because it's such an important part of growing up, I think.
You know, you're trying to find yourself and be your own person and make that break from the parents and go out into the world and, you know, that go west young man type vibe. It's particularly difficult now because, I mean, they're being sold this sort of glamorous image that it's all about security, and there is no security. And that's that's something that youth has, is they're not really looking for security. They're looking to enjoy life and experience life.
Until I grow out of it, I'm not going to change the way I am, really. I'm not going to, like, cut myself out for society when I'm into this, really, because I think this is doing it, really. It is, especially for this generation, you know.